Hey crafty cuties, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working with fabric tags. We made these in one of the last videos up on my channel, and one of the most asked questions on the videos where we make things like fabric tags is, okay, those are great, but how do I actually use them in my journals? And so today I'm going to show you 5 different ways that I like to use them. These are very simple, basic ways, so they're probably things that you may have thought of, but you may not have, and sometimes I think it helps to just actually see it in action. And I hope that if anything, even if you have already thought of this idea, maybe just seeing it in use will inspire you to actually do it and use it in your own journal. So I have my inspiration journal here. This is a book of just different ideas and things for journals, and I'm going to be placing these in here today. And let's go ahead, and these are fabric tags that I made in one of the last videos for my patrons. They're gorgeous, they are fun, but yeah, how do we use them? Let's see. Okay, so I actually chose 5 for myself. I'm gonna save these 5 for myself, and I'm gonna show you how to use them here. So the first, like I said, these are all gonna be really simple, but the first way that I like to use a fabric tag is by just adding a simple photo or 2 on it. So I printed out these pictures of my very adorable daughter, and let's go ahead. These are really small. Oh gosh, in one of my last videos someone asked, not last videos, but in one of the videos where I talked about how I print photos at home, someone asked what app I use to put them in this small little grid, and it's actually, oh gosh, it's on my phone, and I think it's called the Canon. I'll find it, just because some people, you don't have to have the Canon SELPHY to use the app. You can just use it so you can make these grids with your pictures if you want. It's called the SELPHY layout, and I'll show you what it looks like real quick. The SELPHY photo layout. And so there you go, and it's a free app, and it has all kinds of different setups that you can put photos into. It's a really easy editing program for your photos. Okay, so we could just do 1. If I had this a little bit bigger, I would probably just do 1, but I think I might do 2 on this one. Let's see, just because, although that does cover up a lot of the fabric, and I like to be able to display the fabric and the photo. So I think for this one, let's go ahead and just do, it's hard to choose my favorite picture, but that one really shows her face since this is a small tag. So we're gonna go ahead, and I'm just gonna glue this on. Sorry about that glare. And you could sew it on as well if you want. I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue there. I think this actually would look super cute to be sewn on. You just sew around the edges, but I won't use the sewing machine for this first one. I may use it in another. So there we go, really simple. At the end, I'll go ahead and put all of these tags in my journal. Let's go ahead and take another one. So the next one's gonna be also very simple, what do you know? And we are going to use this as a pocket to hold maybe some little bits and pieces that I wanna put in my journal. So you can use more fabric, you can use vellum, you can use really, you know, you can use some packaging plastic if you want. I just had this nearby. Oh, actually what I'll do, this is just, you know, a glassine bag. It's obviously not the right size, but what I'm going to do, you could just use 1 layer of whatever fabric or paper you're using, but since this was already a bag, to make this easy for myself, I'm gonna keep it double layered so that this could either be a double pocket or it could be just a single pocket. So I'm gonna just kind of measure what size I need here. Trim it off. Now we are trimming off one of the sides that's gonna make that pocket closed on that side, but that's okay, we'll fix that. And I'm gonna make this a little shorter because, again, I really want the fabric to shine on these tags, but I still really like my tags to be functional in my journals. Sometimes I'll definitely still use them as, you know, decoration, but I sort of like them to be functional too. So we could glue this down, of course, like I said, or I will use the sewing machine for this one. I'm just gonna sew around the 3 edges, but feel free to just use tape if you want. like double-sided tape, or glue I should say, adhesive would be a better word. Just using a single stitch. Hey guys, guess what? I know that I talk about my sewing machine a ton. It's the Brother Project Runway. And I absolutely love it, but I have been noticing that they have raised the prices tremendously. And it's just awful because it's such a good sewing machine and I would totally spend more on it, but I found something that I think is going to be a good alternative, and it's in like the $100 range. And I'm honestly considering buying one just to try it out for you guys, and then I might like do a giveaway for one as well. So stay on the lookout. Okay, so you can use it as a pocket, like I said. I could obviously even put more pictures in, and that would be really cute. And since I'm trying to get in there, I could have it as a double pocket so that I like using like a vellum or a see-through material just because it kind of makes it a little bit more fun. You can kind of see what's in there. So we'll end off with that one there. Okay, let's grab another one. The next one, the next way that I like to use these is a little mini notebook, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to take some really pretty coffee dyed paper that I have video coming to show you how I made that as well. And I'm going to first of all kind of use this as my measuring guide. Sorry. And I am going to fold this over so that it will be kind of like a card, if that makes sense. And I want to have it be just about the same size as the tag. Now, depending on how many pages I wanted in my little notebook, I could add more. So I'm going to fold this over one more way. By the way, the way I'm folding this is not important. You don't have to, I basically just did an accordion fold. That's not important. You'll see why in just a minute. I'm just more so trying to get, oh, that didn't really make sense. And then I'm going to fold this. I think I'm messing this up. Actually, okay, I'm just going to keep going because we're not perfect. It's okay. We can mess up. Okay. So forget that last fold. Like I said, I don't exactly know what I was thinking. I was trying to fold it over another time. Okay, so I basically am wanting 2 of these little cards that I'm making, if that makes sense. So see, it's just a little card. I'm probably doing this really confusing, but I want 2 that are the same size so that I can have more pages. And so I'm just going to use this as my guide, trim that down. I'm just not a perfectionist when it comes to crafting, so I cannot apologize for my ways, but okay. Again, several ways that we could do this. We can glue these together. We could, I'm just going to do this so simple. I would probably normally sew down the center since I have more than one page in here, but this is also going to work for just one simple little page. I'm going to use the tiniest amount of glue. This isn't an actual journal, so it's not something that's going to get like open and closed 100 times. It's really more so for me to have like a little hidden spot for journaling, if you will. Okay. And then once again, I'm just going to kind of perfect this a little bit more. Trim this down just a bit more so that it's not so big, because I want it to be like a little bit of a hidden journaling spot, if that makes sense. So I don't really want you to see it. And then I'm going to trim those edges right there and right there. So again, like I was trying to say, you could just do this with one of those cards if you just want a little bit of journaling space, or you could do it like I did where you have like a whole little kind of tag booklet. And then we can go ahead and glue this straight down on top here, kind of like this is our journal cover. And I'm just going to use glue. But so many ways that you can individualize all of these ideas and make them more fancy. I could have just put glue like on the top and the bottom, and it could have been like this first little page here could have had like a little tuck spot or something like that. And then to go ahead and take this one a little bit further, I'm gonna go ahead and try out my brand new Crop-A-Dial. Okay, so this is a little bit different than my old crocodile, so I wanted to quickly make sure that I was using it right. Okay, I'm gonna punch a hole here, and I am punching this hole all the way through. Oh yes, it works great. Then I'm gonna place the eyelet in just the very top cover here, and I'm gonna set that with my, and then I'll show you why I put holes in all of that, was because then we can go ahead and take like some trim, and you'll actually place it through all of those layers. And I'm gonna just basically take this little loop that I pulled through, and that's where these tails will go through. And then what that does is it really closes up the tag, so now it's just, it looks like just a basic tag, and you can't really tell that there's journaling. Obviously you might not want to do that if you want easy access, but it can easily come out as well. So here we have our little booklet. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to put that back in right now, but you get the point. The next tag for this one, this is just the most basic way that I would say I like to use these, is just by taking this and journaling on the back. So you can see that I already have some decorative paper here, and so what I'm going to do so that I can journal is take some glue. I'm gonna just go ahead and glue down my coffee dyed paper, or whatever type of paper you like to journal on, and then we can just trim this down just the same size. And a lot of times if I'm going to be wanting just a journaling spot, when I make my fabric tag, I would just line it with coffee dyed paper rather than like a scrapbook paper. But I don't always know, because sometimes, you know, I'll make things ahead. And so then I have the free realm to do my journaling. So right, May 1st, that's when I'm filming this. Then I can do my journaling on the back and plop it in my journal to have a really pretty little tag. So the last way that I'm going to show you that I like to use these is by using this as a tuck spot. And in order to do that, I'm actually going to open up my journal now. We'll show you how to use this, and then we can put the rest in. I just opened up to a blank page here. And so now I'm going to take this tag, and let's say maybe I wanted to place this beautiful postcard from Amazon into my journal. So I am just simply going to take this. I mean, it makes a pretty tuck spot because it's decorated, it's pretty, and then again, it's functional. And sometimes I just like to put things in my journal that I made, like this fabric tag. It doesn't always have to be pictures or memories. I also like to include, you know, the things that I create, because I think that is always fun to look back on. I think that I know that I appreciate having these kinds of things in my journals, so even though there's not a picture or a memory attached to it, you know, what I'm placing behind it may, and if not, that's still fine. So then we can just go like that. So obviously you saw I just glued that one in right there. Just kind of press down so that catches there. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you, I said that I was going to show you the other way that I really like to put tags into my journals, and it's just a quick, easy way. It is by using these clear pockets. They're adhesive pockets. I get them from Amazon, and if you've been around for a while, then you know that this has been one of my favorite things to use. I used to get these from the Target dollar spot, and I can't find them there anymore, so I get them off Amazon now. But see, I'm going to place it over this really cute little picture. This is just from like a vintage magazine, and I like that these are clear because it doesn't really take over the picture. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'll take this tag right here that has our little spot for our hidden journaling, which I think is perfect for this page. And then sometimes these, there we go. And so then we can just place it in like that. It's the perfect size for a smaller tag, and I really like how that looks. Sorry for the glare. So there's those ones. Let's go ahead and place the others in here. So I think I'll go ahead and place one more up here. Let's do one with the picture so that this page, and now of course in my journals I wouldn't typically put, you know, 5 tags really this close together in my journals, but again, I'm just kind of doing this to demonstrate how I might use them in my journal. So I just used a little clip up here. That's one way I like to add tags in. Sometimes I'll glue them down, like sometimes like this type of tag that has like the little booklet, I would just go ahead and glue this straight down, and then you have like a little booklet that you can flip through. That's less of like a secretive journaling spot, but that is definitely one way to go about it. We'll just turn this and then we can place these here. And then we'll do up here, I could even just tuck that under that little spot, but instead I'll use one of these little teeny clips here. And I'll just place that right like that. That looks really cute, I think. And then for this one, just place it down here. Again, I'm probably not gonna always be putting 2 tags on one layout or anything, but this will be fun to look back on. And so for this one, I think I'm just gonna use some washi tape right on the top here. And I'll probably add a little bit of glue, just since I am taping right onto fabric, but this washi tape happens to be really strong, so. And there, this one can flip up. And actually, now that I already wrote May 1st on it, that would be upside down. So far we're gonna do journaling, I would probably do it the opposite way. So instead, just to be able to still kind of use this, I will put washi tape on the side. There we go. And then this can just flip over like that. And I can finish up any journaling that I want right there. All right, guys, I hope that this was helpful to you guys. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the way that I like to use fabric tags. Let me know down below your favorite way to use a fabric tag, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.